Now, MSC's Yacht Club is famous for its ship-and-ship luxury concept, but the question we have is, as MSC continues to build bigger ships, does the Yacht Club experience actually get better? Hi, I'm Jan.
And I'm Tracy, and in this video we're going to compare two Yacht Club experiences that we've been on in two amazing classes of ship, the C-class ships such as the Seashore against the newest world-class ships on the World America.
Yeah, now you would expect that the World America, which weighs 25% larger than the Seashore and is able to carry 15% more guests, would have a larger yacht club.
And they do. The World America has 152 Yacht Club cabins, while the Seashore only has 131 Yacht Club cabins. This means that the World America Yacht Club can accommodate roughly 40 more people at double occupancy and more than 100 people if the suites are filled to capacity, much more than on the Seashore.
Now, although the Yacht Club on the World America is larger, what we find is some of the design decisions on the World America seem to work against it having more guests. We're going to discuss several of these as we compare these two Yacht Club venues on these two ships.
So first, let's talk about what's included in both yacht clubs, and this has not changed. This starts from the time you embark the ship. So once you drop off your luggage, you check into the terminal, you go into the Yacht Club terminal there while you're waiting to go on board, and then you are called forward by the butler who escorts you onto the ship.
And there's no change to that, or the fact that anyone of age that is in the Yacht Club actually has a provided or included premium drink package. And what is great about the fact that when everyone in the Yacht Club has a drink package, that means that you don't have to keep having to show your key card or your wristband whenever you order a drink within the Yacht Club, which is really kind of nice.
Also, all the guests have complimentary access to the MSC Aurea Thermal Spa, and we love this amenity. This is available on both ships, and it's a great way to relax on your sea days.
And if you need or you want to stay connected with things back at home, well, all guests have a browse-only Wi-Fi for two devices. Although it's not streaming, it is fast and it's reliable. So when we look at the inclusions which you get on the Seashore and the World America, both of the clubs are winners here.
But the differences begin to become stark when you look at the physical layout between these two yacht clubs. And the first place you'll be escorted to on embarkation day will be in the Topsail Lounge, which is really the focal point of both yacht clubs.
And even though the World America Lounge area is larger than the Seashores, the bar area on the World America is not prominently featured in the lounge like it is on the Seashore. Instead, the World America's bar is kind of tucked away on the starboard corner of the lounge, which only has just like 8 or 6 seating at the bar, which really makes it feel more restricted. In fact, it's harder to hang out at the bar, so you're always forced to find a table, which is not too hard, and wait for the lounge bar servers to come take your drink order.
Yeah, and that is the good news, that we found that when we were on the World America, we thought that the service was much more responsive than it was on the Seashore. So on the Seashore, if we didn't go directly to the bar, we'd find ourselves waiting for someone to come to our seat and get our drink order from us.
Yeah, this isn't something we had to worry about on the World America, but we'll discuss service a little bit more in a few moments. Now, the big difference in the lounge area on the World America is that in order to accommodate more passengers in the Yacht Club, MSC decided to remove the all-day snack buffet that was located on the port side of the Topsail Lounge on the Seashore. Of course, your Topsail Lounge or waitstaff will still bring you a variety of snacks throughout the day, but we really enjoyed the convenience of being able to go and select our own canapes and snacks ourselves when we were in the Seashore's Yacht Club.
Now, both the Topsail Lounges include evening entertainment, and both of them include afternoon tea. So really, there is no difference here. But because of the size of the bars, the potential for overcrowding on the World America, and the loss of the snack buffet area that's available to you all day and all evening on the C-class ships, I'll say our first category winner here is the Seashore over the World America.
Now, overlooking both of the Topsail Lounges on both ships is the Yacht Club restaurant. That's basically the same. Now, the Yacht Club restaurant offers daily breakfast and lunch and a dinner with a rotating dinner menu. And while we felt that both ships' Yacht Club restaurants were good, we would classify these restaurants more as really good main dining rooms. Restaurants is really not a substitute for specialty dining.
However, both the Yacht Club restaurants can become busy, especially when you're at the peak times of dining at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Now, the World America has more guests, and the restaurant could be far more crowded, except for what the World America has done that we really love is they put a new addition in for the Yacht Club guests who sail on the World America.
And that's the La Brasserie. Now, normally the La Brasserie on most MSC ships is the buffet, and actually is on the World America as well. It is the upper of the two buffets on board, which is open for breakfast and lunch for all guests. But in the evening, it transforms into a yacht club exclusive restaurant.
The La Brasserie we thought was fantastic. First of all, it's very private, so you go there with your butler, and it's got this beautiful, gorgeous windows looking over the sea. It felt very private, and the service we had there was outstanding. It is a fixed dining menu, and it is served family style, but we really enjoyed it because there were a variety of options, things like tapas, and then you also had really hearty options, and it was a great thing to share.
Now, while I described the yacht club restaurants on both ships as merely good main dining rooms, the La Brasserie really competes as a specialty restaurant on its own. It's a wonderful addition to the yacht club concept.
Yeah, we absolutely love the food and the vibe within the La Brasserie. I guess our only quibble would be you do have to physically leave the yacht club, and you do have to walk pretty much halfway across the ship to get to it. But the nice thing is you have your butler there to escort you, so it really is just a nice way to go out and enjoy a great dinner.
Yeah, but overall, having the extra exclusive dining option at La Brasserie really puts elevated dining options into the World America Yacht Club above the Seashore. So this point goes to the World America.
Now let's talk about the pool and the pool deck comparisons between the Yacht Club on the Seashore and the World America. Spoiler alert, this was a huge difference, and there really was only one clear winner. The Seashore nails it on outdoor space. The Yacht Club is large, and the pool is actually deep enough to swim in. And there's also 2 separate hot tubs there where you can relax while you're enjoying the outside sea views.
Now, one small issue is, while there is plenty of comfortable cushion loungers to relax on by the pool and the Seashore, there isn't a great deal of shade if you're wanting to stay out of the sun but still being able to enjoy the pool deck.
But what is great about the Seashore's Yacht Club one pool area, it has a full outdoor buffet and a grill that serves hot food for breakfast and lunch. It's located right in front of the pool, and it makes it a really easy way to spend the entire day with never having to leave the pool.
But then there is the World America's Yacht Club pool area, which we believe is a huge step backwards. Despite having far more Yacht Club guests, the pool is a fraction of what we had on the Seashore when you talk about the size. In fact, when we first saw the pool, we actually thought that the pool on the World America's Yacht Club was a hot tub. It was so small, and without exaggeration, if you had any more than like 7 people in the pool, it's going to become more crowded. To give you a further idea of the size of the pool, it appears about the same size as we had on the much older MSC Preziosi Yacht Club, which only has 276 maximum guests in the yacht club. That's less than half of the size of the number of passengers in the yacht club on the World America, and with about the same size pool.
And the hot tubs, well, the Seashore has 2 really decent sized hot tubs. The World America Yacht Club has 1, and it's kind of on the smaller side. So we were really surprised, and honestly, we were disappointed by the pool area.
But one of the other big changes for us was the MSC's decision to remove the outdoor buffet from the one pool area. Instead, the World America has this kind of split level deck area with a sit and order outdoor grill. The menu is fixed, it's not a buffet. This means that you have less food variety, especially if you're loving to go and grab a bite ever so often while you're lounging by the pool all day.
And along with the loss of the buffet and the pool deck, the World America has also lost the dedicated poolside bar, which we really enjoy. So if you want to get a drink on the World America, you have to leave the pool, walk down to the pool restaurant, and then on the lower floor, or wait for someone to come and serve you. But to be fair, they did have excellent pool attendants available to serve you drinks. It was a small bar on wheels that served beer and soft drinks, and it did have a limited drink menu. Also, you could flag down a pool attendant to order food from the outdoor cafe on the lower deck, but you would have to eat your meal on your pool lounger rather than on the table, and that just seems very awkward for us.
Another thing we did notice was that the World America seemed to have far more loungers with shade on them than we saw on the Seashore. Also, the World America has something they call a lanai. This is essentially a separate sun deck that is fully separate from the pool area, and it overlooks the Orea's top 20 exclusive solarium. And quite frankly, I don't even know if people know about it, because every time we went by there was never anyone there.
Now, the smaller size of the pool, the lack of the poolside bar, and the lack of the buffet clearly makes the Seashore Yacht Club the clear winner in this category.
Then there is the cabins. Here we have a bit of a nuanced take because we had a veranda on the World America, but we had an inside stateroom in the Seashore. So we totally understand it's not a fair comparison.
Now, we enjoyed both of the rooms, and we would have considered each of them spacious within the respective category of the rooms. They both have really comfortable king-size beds. They have fully stocked mini refrigerators, and each of these rooms has a coffee maker in them.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to call this one a draw, as while we certainly enjoyed the veranda stateroom on the World America better, we did appreciate the price of the Seashore's inside room even more. But remember, the World America also has the inside room, so we're going to call this a draw.
Now, both of these rooms also came with a butler, and here we enter the category of service, and there definitely was a clear winner here on our two cruises.
Yeah, one of the things we love about MSC's Yacht Club is that, unlike another ship-of-the-ship concept which we've done on another line, in which their butlers are essentially senior room attendants or senior room stewards, MSC's butlers really provide the level of personalized service that really makes you feel special.
Now, certainly the service we received when we were on the World America was outstanding. Our butler, Pravon, was probably the best butler we've ever had at sea.
Yeah, not even probably. He absolutely was the best butler. Not so much on the Seashore. While it seemed that I could not go out to a specialty restaurant or we couldn't go to a show without Pravon showing up magically like 5 minutes before just to escort us down, I personally never met our butler on the Seashore until the second to last night on board. We also noted that the Topsail Lounge, despite having a smaller bar that's kind of tucked in the side, we never had an issue getting a waiter to take our drink order. As we talked about, it really became a daily or an evening struggle just to get a drink order put in with the Seashore's Topsail without having to physically go up to the bar ourselves.
So the point for service, we think, goes to the World America. In fact, I'd say that we felt that the service we had in the Yacht Club in the World America exceeded the service we've had on any ship ever. And this includes several cruise lines that are considered luxury or ultra luxury lines.
Yeah, it's incredible. So we've given you our thoughts on the different experiences we had on each of these classes of ships, the World Class and the Sea Class ship on the World America and the Seashore. So that leaves the question, which experience do we think is better?
And the fact is, from our experience in the yacht clubs on these two ships, it really depends on what you're looking for, because it's a tie with both of these ships. 2 points for the World America, 2 points for the Seashore, and 2 draws.
Now, if food and service are your biggest considerations, then the prize easily goes to the World America.
But if the pool and having a pool buffet right by you and a pool bar, if it's more important to you, then the Seashore really is a clear winner. So for us, if we're doing a Caribbean cruise where we're going to want to relax by the pool, we're probably not going to find ourselves on a World America or any world-class ship again. The Seashore and the Sea Ship classes are far better for these types of itineraries.
Yeah, and in fact, we have another Caribbean cruise coming up that we'll be showing on our channel. On the MSC Seascape out of Galveston is going to be coming up, so keep an eye out for that video. Although, as Tracy said, for a Caribbean cruise, yeah, the Sea Class is right, but if the sun is not the big attraction of the cruise, but the itinerary is, we do think that the World America and its better food and its better service is a great choice. In fact, we already have booked in the future going on to World Asia in Europe, so keep an eye out for that trip as well. We still believe that the Yacht Club on any ship in this fleet is a great choice for many travelers. But judge which ship is best for you by watching these two reviews. And until the next horizon, keep on traveling.